Please describe your character seated in the chair.
Okay, she's very foxy, she's very elegant. She's wearing Fendi, that's her favorite. She has on like a high waist skirt that's form fitting with her shirt tucked in, but sort of like a bow at the top. Her hair is slicked over to the side and it's about neck length, a little over her ear. And she has on her Coco Chanel earrings and a $50,000 ring, but not on her marriage finger, it's on her middle finger. She's single and very proud to be. Her shoes are pointy toe Fendi shoes. They are 6 inches high. She's carrying her Fendi bag, and she's a very beautiful, foxy lady. So, yeah.
And whenever you're ready, sit in the chair, become her. Thank you for being here. I know you have a very hectic schedule. So, tell us, what made you interested in fashion, and how old were you?
Since I was a baby, actually. My mom had me in baby modeling, and she saw me as a beautiful baby, and she took it for what it was worth. She knew that we would make a lot of money, and that's when I started into the industry.
Okay. Now, you made the transition from supermodel to running a magazine, running a major fashion magazine. How do you think the trends in fashion have changed over the years?
I actually believe that it repeats itself. So everything that we did when we were younger, they're doing now. And then you see bits and pieces of it. So it's always the same. It always takes me back to my generation. So everything that you see is like, wow, I remember wearing that. So,
do you think fashion can empower women?
I think fashion empowers women for sure, because it is definitely self-empowerment. It motivates women to feel good, to look good, to have confidence, to not be afraid, to be beautiful, to just be. So I love fashion for that reason.
And do you have a favorite, what's your first beautiful outfit? Can you describe that for us, that you were able to buy for yourself?
It was a $50,000 outfit. It was so nice, and I saved money to buy that outfit. It was my dream outfit. I remember seeing it in the Louis Vuitton store, and I was like, oh, I have to have it. I have to have it. And I couldn't financially afford it at the time, but my goal was to make the money to be able to afford it and to be able to lift my head high knowing that I paid cash for it with my own money that I earned. And it was very fancy. It had the brown Louis Vuitton boots. So they were like thigh boots. And then you had sort of like the tights. I would wear tights under it. And then my skirt was pretty short back then with the thigh boots. And then I love my high waist. So I had on a belt, and then my shirt was sort of out. It was tucked in, but it was really pretty, and I love my big old flowers on my shirt, so it was very fancy. Yeah.
Sounds beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, you're extremely influential. I mean, you have made and broken designers over the years. What inspires you to support a particular new designer who's coming up?
Their zeal for the industry, and their passion, their hunger for it. I always say that you can teach passion, but for the ones that I've met through the years that had no passion, I could easily pick it up, and we didn't work together well and long either. But the ones that they come in and they're ready to learn, they're eager, they're very excited, those are the ones that I work best with, and those are the ones where you know their names today in the industry.
Now, when you've taken them under your wing, are you kind of a tough coach with them?
I start out very tough because I have to let them know that nothing in life is easy, and I am nice, so I don't want them to take me for granted and to think, that they could just walk over me. Mm-hmm. So certain moments I'm very tough. certain people I'm tougher on. With my male designers, of course, I have to be very tough on them because, especially through the years, they thought I was easy. So I would have to really be tough. But most of my younger ladies that come in, I love to mentor them, especially when their passion and zeal is there.
Now you're very, you're also, part of the elite in New York City, and you go to major events. Was there any celebrity that you ever met who sort of made you a little nervous or made you excited, like you didn't know what to say to them?
I would say I met so many, but I want to say Warren Buffett.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
He was the one he's my admiration. I really admire him. So when I met him for the first time, it was like, wow.
Okay.
So he was very inspiring, very, very welcoming, and I could see how he got to where he is today. So
That's good to know.
Yeah.
What's your greatest fear?
My greatest fear is failure. Yeah, failure is not an option. So therefore, that is my greatest fear.
Do you think that you're a good person overall?
I know that I am a great person overall. For the lives of the people that I've impacted, I mean, the list is so long. When you look at the great runway designers, when I see the models on the runway, I'm very happy and proud to say that was a result of my mentorship to those designers and giving my all back into them.
How do you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered just like that. I want to be remembered as a woman that cared. She gave her all. She poured into me. And that's basically it. She really had a passion for what she did, and she was great at it. And I want to be remembered as an inspiration to every woman.
Thank you very much. And please describe his hair, what he's wearing, etc.
So Chaz is a white male. He's about late 30s, early 40s. He's wearing a pink robe, and he has sandals on, and he has kind of a messy disposition sort of, and he just looks a little unkept. And yeah.
Does he wear a watch or a ring or?
When he goes out, he wears a watch. But right now he doesn't have anything on. No rings, nothing.
Boxers or briefs?
Boxers.
Okay. And you said his hair was messy, or?
Yeah, his hair's a little messy.
Okay. Any facial hair?
Yes, he has full facial hair. It's just it's not really kept.
Okay. So is it sort of like he hasn't shaved in a while, or he just doesn't groom?
He just doesn't groom it.
Okay. And whenever you're ready, sit in the chair and become Chaz. Good to see you, Chaz. Thanks for taking some time out with us.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. Yeah.
So what's your advice for single people today in terms of making a love connection?
Don't make love connection. I mean, love's overrated. Very overrated. But get out there. There's always, you can if you go places you can crash weddings. I've taught some people how to do that.
So how do you do that?
I mean, you just go there, and of course people are riled up, they're happy, they got all this emotions going on, and there's love, I guess, is in the air. But yeah, you can pick some people up there. And yeah.
So how many lovely ladies have you picked up at weddings?
I don't even remember anymore.
And how many years have you been doing this?
Probably since end of high school or so. I was home. I just decided, I was like, hey, you know what? Might as well try this. It seems pretty easy. It's worked out so far, yeah.
Well, they call you the love guru. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there who have followed your lead and your philosophy.
Yeah.
But you've segued into funerals. Explain how that works.
Yeah, I mean, okay. A lot of people are like, oh, funerals are sad and the person just died and stuff. It's like, okay, the person died, get over it. Everyone dies eventually. I'm gonna die, you're gonna die. We're all gonna die. And it's when people are at funerals, they're very down in the dumps and they're very vulnerable. So you can easily get with someone. But yeah, it's a lot easier.
Do you consider yourself a good listener?
Yeah, I mean, I can listen if you want, but I prefer not. I mean,
What's the longest relationship you've ever had?
I don't do relationships. They're useless. I mean, there's nothing you can get from it that you can't get from hooking up.
All right. Is it the thrill of the chase that, excites you, or is it just,
I mean, I think the chase isn't that much. It's not that hard. So no, not really. It's just getting with people.
Okay. Do you have any brothers or sisters?
No. Lonely, just by myself. Only child. Makes it easy.
Tell us about your mom.
Mom's really nice. I really like my mom. She's wonderful. She puts up with me all the time. And yeah, she doesn't really bother me a whole lot. I'm just there. Yeah.
I hear she makes a great meatloaf.
Oh, her meatloaf is to die for.
So, what are all the things she puts in her meatloaf?
I'm not sure. She hasn't told me, which I mean, it's kind of the fun of it. Is I don't know what the ingredients are, so it's hers, and she has to make it for me. So yeah, but yeah, it's great. I love it. Put a little ketchup on there. Ooh.
Ketchup sounds good.
Yeah.
So, do you have any fears? What would be your greatest fear?
Fears? No, I don't know. Not really. I mean, it's nothing to be scared of. Spiders are pretty scary, but I got my mom for that.
Do you have like any scary stories of any dates you went on?
I mean,
like psycho?
I've had a few psycho chicks that it's just you just gotta block them.
Oh, okay.
But like, it's the clingy ones. Those are the weird ones because it's like, especially from funerals, you can't tell because it's like they're crying, they're upset, and you're just there and you're like, oh, I feel so bad, like all this stuff and that feely shit. But like, once you actually get in bed and do all that, and it's like you wake up in the morning, it's like they're different. Like they're still sad, but then they're like, oh, can I talk to you? And it's like, ugh, I don't deal with that.
If you could be anyone in the world, who would you want to be?
Me.
Just you. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. And how do you want to be remembered?
I don't know. Probably just, the guy that was, got around. He's able to show other guys how to do it. That's probably about it.
Thank you very much.